Bricktopian.
Hello everyone, it's Bricktopian here and welcome back to another video. Today I will be taking a look at a MOC that I actually made on Rebrickable. It is by the designer Christromans, spelled Christromans, and it is based on the big version modular of Shopping Street. It has a total of 331 parts and it is MOC number 244167. All you have to do is go on Rebrickable, and if you put in the designer's name, you can find lots of designs that he has already done. This one is new for 2025, at the end of 2025, because the official modular came out in 2026. And he designed stuff really quick, and I'm actually surprised by how efficient he actually is with putting stuff out. But I just love the look of this one. It's really cool. He uses modified bricks with the clips on in order to get these weird and unique angles, which I really like. And it's pretty similar to the big version in these angles as well, which is actually insane on this scale. But I've come to really like micro scale stuff lately because I've been building more and more of the miniature modulars, and over time they grow on you and you actually realize how fun they are and how creative they are. But some of the part usage is brilliant. Like I really like how he's used this what's the word? This zip line piece here for decoration. How he's used a 1x1 modified brick with studs on 4 sides to represent the bird house part. He's got a little miniature street light on there, which a lot of these designs have. In the middle, you can't really tell that's supposed to be the little fountain with the cat. Obviously, it's just done with 1x1s, but this scale it makes sense. You got a nice bar element here with a gold stud with a hole in at the end to represent the trumpet piece for the music store. You've even got a nice door access point here in that reddish brown snot brick. I love the color scheme. It looks really good with the sand green, the light tan, and obviously the white, and then you got the dark blue for the roof. You got a nice detailing even at the side. At the back, you've got these plant elements here. You also can see the use of hinge plates, which also give the angle for some of the details in the buildings. This piece here is really interesting to build and fun to put on because you actually add snot bricks in here, and then you just put this plate in here that's got 1x2 cheese slopes on it to fill that little tiny like slice in, which is really clever. And then there's not much detail back here, but again there's a door for the back to leave. There's little plant detail on here with the 1x1 flower elements, and he's put these nice fairly new curved elements on here. They're not the ones that are a brick and a plate, they're the ones that are exactly a brick in height, and they work really well here in that cool yellow and that light blue color. A nice little clip piece there to represent a flag. It's just a really good design, and I'm really impressed with some of the things he comes up with. They're generally amazing. This is what it looks like if you place it next to another one of his MOCs, which was the police station one. And they look really cool together. I love how these two look in this arrangement, especially because this building here actually lines up exactly with the depth of the donut shop on this one. I think that's so great. I also love the transition of the walkway, how it works. And I didn't mention you get these nice blue tiles down here just to give it a bit of a pattern as well. I forgot to mention that. I think that it's a really fun design. And yeah, as you can see, all of his designs are pretty accurate to the big versions, and these two are no exception. He also does some other things, like he's actually done corner buildings as well, because he did, for example, this one, which is based on the brick bank, which I also think is really cool as well. So you can basically make a little micro scale street with some of his buildings, and I've yet to be disappointed with any of them. I really rate him as a designer, and I want him to get all the credit for these designs, obviously, because they're his. But the Rebrickable experience isn't too bad. All you have to do is go on Rebrickable, and you can actually add points to parts. You can add parts to Bricklink directly from Rebrickable by scrolling down and go into the parts list, and there's an option to add it all at once, and that way you can gradually go through the parts and add them to basket by going on different sellers, and eventually you can get all the parts you need to build this. And there's a few sellers that I've managed to get quite a lot of parts from that have done quite well at helping me out with that. Quill Toys is one of them that I found really useful. But yeah, if you go on his site, you can see all of his other designs and so much cool stuff. He also gives you a description of the sets, which is nice. And yeah, and he quite often gives you some extra pictures on there and shows pictures that have been done by fans where they've taken a photo of it and put it on there. But yeah, he's covered loads of different things, not just mini modulars, but he's also covered stuff like the old fishing store, which I actually have done as well, which you can see here. If I remove this out of the way, you can see I've also done the old fishing store one, which is also really good, and stuff like that. So yeah, there's not really a lot else I need to say on this, to be honest with you, because it's pretty straightforward. But he's got 4,187 followers on his Rebrickable currently. Yeah, and you can look at the comments on there as well. The comments are always good. And there's 155 unique parts in the inventory of what you need out of that 331. But yeah, anyway, I don't really need to say a lot else on this, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe for more videos, and see you again in the next one. Goodbye.